Deep within the shadowy bat caves of China, where darkness and mystery intertwine, a new viral threat may be quietly stirring, hidden from the world's view. Scientists have recently identified a coronavirus called HKU-5CoV-2 found in bats, and it's causing global unease among the scientific community and public health officials alike. The alarm is specific. This virus may be just one small mutation away from gaining the ability to infect humans, a scenario that has experts on high alert. Highlighted in June 2025, this discovery is a chilling reminder of how quickly new pathogens can emerge and spread, sometimes with little warning. The implications are significant. If this virus makes the leap, it could potentially trigger a new pandemic, disrupting lives and economies worldwide. Researchers from Washington State University have been closely studying its characteristics, painting a concerning picture of what might be possible. HKU-5CoV, the 2nd of May, only need a minor alteration in its spike protein to infect humans, a change that could happen naturally at any time. This spike protein is what allows the virus to latch onto and enter host cells, acting as a molecular key to unlock infection. The proximity to human infectivity is what makes this virus a subject of intense scientific scrutiny and urgent investigation. Bats are known to host a vast array of coronaviruses, many of which live harmlessly in their hosts, forming a natural reservoir for viral evolution. However, spillover into human populations is a well-documented pathway for new diseases, and history has shown how devastating such events can be. Scientists discovered HKU-5CoV-2 while swabbing hundreds of bats across China, aiming to identify threats before they escalate into global crises. This proactive search is critical in our interconnected world, where a virus can travel across continents in a matter of hours. The COVID-19 pandemic, caused by another bat-origin coronavirus, is a stark reminder of the consequences of underestimating these threats. While there's no evidence HKU-5CoV-2 has infected humans yet, the potential is undeniably there, and vigilance is essential. Early warnings and continued research are our best defense against what could be just a mutation away from changing the world once again. What exactly is a coronavirus? You've probably heard the term countless times, but what does it really mean? Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses that can infect a wide range of animals, and sometimes they make the jump to humans. The illnesses they cause can be mild, like the common cold, or much more severe, leading to diseases such as MERS, SARS, and the now infamous COVID-19. The name coronavirus comes from the crown-like halo of spike proteins that surround each virus particle, visible only under a powerful microscope. These spikes aren't just for show, they act as keys, allowing the virus to unlock and enter the cells of its host. If a spike protein fits perfectly with the cell's receptor, the virus can slip inside, hijack the cell's machinery, and begin to replicate itself. Even small changes or mutations to these spikes can have huge consequences, sometimes making the virus more infectious or harder to stop. Coronaviruses are classified into 4 main groups: alpha, beta, gamma, and delta, each with their own unique characteristics and host preferences. The most concerning for humans, SARS, MERS, and COVID-19, are all beta coronaviruses, which have caused major outbreaks in recent history. HKU-5CoV-2 is also a beta coronavirus, specifically a merbecovirus, placing it in the same subgroup as MERS-CoV. This close genetic relationship is exactly why scientists are paying such close attention to it and monitoring its evolution. Coronaviruses use RNA as their genetic material, which is more prone to mutations than DNA, allowing them to change and adapt rapidly. This high mutation rate helps them adapt quickly, sometimes enabling them to jump between different animal species and even infect humans. Just a small change in the virus's RNA can alter the spike protein, potentially allowing a virus that once only infected bats to now infect people. This evolutionary flexibility makes continuous monitoring and research absolutely essential for global health. By understanding how these viruses work, mutate, and spread, we can better predict, prepare for, and hopefully prevent future outbreaks that could threaten our world. How does a virus in animals start infecting people? It's called a spillover event. Many viruses circulate harmlessly in animal reservoirs like bats, rodents, and birds. But when humans come into closer contact with these animals or intermediate hosts, Viruses can jump species. Intermediate hosts like civet cats for SARS or camels for MERS can transmit viruses to humans. Factors like deforestation, agriculture expansion, and wildlife trade increase these risky encounters. Wet markets, where many species are kept together, create perfect conditions for spillover. Once a virus jumps to humans, it must adapt to spread efficiently. If it mutates for sustained human-to-human transmission, outbreaks or pandemics can follow. Identifying viruses with spillover potential like HKU5CoV2 is crucial. Understanding these jumps helps us develop strategies to prevent or prepare for them. Vigilance is our best tool against emerging threats. HKU5CoV2 isn't entirely new. The broader HKU5 group was first documented in 2005 in Japanese house bats. Recent surveillance in China brought HKU5CoV2 into focus. It belongs to the Myrbecovirus subgenus, which includes MERS-CoV, a virus with a high fatality rate. Genetic similarities to MERS-CoV are a major concern for virologists. HKU5CoV2 also shares traits with SARS-CoV-2, especially its potential to use the ACE2 receptor in human cells. Earlier in 2025, scientists found a HKU5 lineage that could already bind to human ACE2 receptors. This suggests some strains may already be capable of infecting human cells. American research confirmed several HKU5 variants are just a mutation away from similar capabilities. This underscores the ever-present nature of viral threats. Comparing HKU5CoV2 to MERS-CoV is critical. MERS-CoV, first seen in 2012, has a high fatality rate, about 30–35%. It spreads from camels to humans, but human-to-human transmission is less efficient than COVID-19. The genetic closeness of HKU5CoV2 to MERS-CoV raises red flags. If HKU5CoV2 acquires the ability to infect humans, it could cause severe respiratory illness. This isn't about panic, but preparedness. Studying HKU5CoV2 helps anticipate disease patterns and public health needs. Research aims to identify genetic changes that could enable human infection. This knowledge is vital for diagnostics, treatments, and vaccines. Proactive research is our best defense against another deadly outbreak. Washington State University's recent study, led by Professor Michael Letko, put HKU5CoV2 in the spotlight. Their research shows HKU5CoV, the 2nd of May, be just one small mutation away from infecting human cells. The spike protein is the key. Just a slight change could let it bind to human ACE2 receptors like SARS-CoV-2. This means what we learned from COVID-19 could help us respond quickly if needed. The study examined dozens of Myrbecovirus variants, revealing a collective threat. While HKU5CoV2 is still in bats, its genetic proximity to human infection is worrisome. Viruses mutate constantly, and bat populations provide ample opportunities. The study is a critical alert for increased surveillance and research. How do scientists know if a virus like HKU5CoV2 can infect humans? The answer lies in a combination of cutting-edge laboratory science and innovative technology. They use advanced lab techniques, blending traditional virology with modern tools to unlock viral secrets. For example, Washington State researchers used pseudoviruses, harmless particles engineered with the HKU5 spike protein, to test whether the virus could enter different types of cells. These pseudoviruses glow green if they successfully infect a cell, providing a clear visual signal for researchers. HKU5CoV2 easily infected bat cells but not human cells, until scientists introduced specific mutations to the spike protein, mimicking natural viral evolution. With these changes, the virus could enter human cells more efficiently, showing how a few tweaks can make a big difference. They also used protein modeling and artificial intelligence to predict which mutations would enhance the virus's ability to bind to human ACE2 receptors. Cryo-electron microscopy revealed the HKU5 spike often stays closed, making infection harder. But certain mutations could force it open, increasing risk. These combined methods give scientists a powerful toolkit to measure just how close HKU5CoV2 is to infecting humans. This research helps pinpoint which viral changes to watch for, allowing for targeted surveillance. It's a detailed roadmap for tracking and anticipating viral evolution, helping scientists stay one step ahead. Such proactive science is essential for early warning, giving public health officials time to prepare. Staying ahead of mutations is key to pandemic prevention, and it all starts with vigilant, innovative research in the lab. Viruses like HKU5CoV2 exist naturally in animal reservoirs, but human activities amplify spillover risks. Wet markets, where live wild and domestic animals are crowded together, create ideal conditions for viral transmission. Viruses can jump between species and mutate, sometimes finding new intermediate hosts. The wildlife trade moves animals and their viruses across regions, increasing human exposure. Unregulated trade lacks biosecurity, raising the risk of outbreaks. The origins of COVID-19, whether from a market or a lab, highlight the dangers at the human-animal interface. Stringent safety protocols and better regulation are essential to reduce future risks. What can we do about viruses like HKU5CoV2? Enhanced surveillance and vigilance are paramount. This means monitoring animal populations and people in close contact with wildlife. Early detection is key to stopping outbreaks before they spread. As of June 2025, there are no confirmed human cases, but the potential is real. Continuous research is needed to track viral evolution and mutations. The COVID-19 pandemic taught us the cost of being unprepared. Investing in public health, international collaboration, and transparent data sharing is crucial. Staying one